Hey Brett, it's Kaylin here. That's Kaylin. Kaylin. Long A. It's been a handle I've had for a long time, actually based on a Dungeons and Dragons characters I had when I was in the 5th grade, I believe. I've been carrying that around. I added the 666 to it during my AOL Instant Messenger days during high school because regular Kaylin was already taken, and I felt the need to irritate some Christians. Oh, and I watched your other video. Your son, he's adorable, by the way. He plays World of Warcraft as you do as well. And he has a paladin character. Paladin. Paladins are actually interesting part of the Crusade history. They were a sect of knighthood. If you want to look them up, it's I'm sure you'll find it a little interesting. I have a paladin as well. My level 14 Blood Elf Paladin Jewel Crafter pwns all and takes names. And what did I want to say? Oh yes, I didn't mean to pick on you. I'm sorry. You sounded a little sad in your video. I didn't mean to mean to make you feel sad. Are we on a team? You know, we don't really like to group ourselves together. We're all individuals. That comes with our personalities. Are we perceived as a team? And I think we are. And as soon as somebody starts burning Bibles, people are gonna start screaming. I mean, you have every right to burn the book that you own. I don't want to say, no, that's your book, you bought it, you know. I think I posted a text comment. You can wipe your ass with it as much as I care. It's about perception. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about more anger. We're already like persecuted enough. I don't think we need to. As much as we want to provoke, I think it's more beneficial to have intellectual discussion as opposed to invoke anger from people. People aren't rational when they're angry. We won't be able to get through to them if they're just mad at us for doing something that they perceive as over the top. So WebSnarf did say that it was. That's where you pulled my comment from. I was looking for it. I was like, did I comment on Mooey's video? Did I comment on WebSnarf? It was WebSnarf's. That I said it was more than a tactical error. It was a moral error because you know, I come from a Jewish family, and symbolically the burning of books is an attempt to erase history so you can rewrite it. And just in the culture that I grew up in, burning books is just one of those things you just do not do. Mooey said that, you know, even if it was a horrible book like Mein Kampf, or if it was like Mao's Little Red Book or something, I mean, I still wouldn't want to burn it. I wouldn't want to follow it. But, you know, just because a book says something that you don't agree with doesn't mean you have to try to erase it from history. I mean, there's mistakes that have been made in the past that can be learned from, and the burning of books en masse would just incite an inflammatory response that would be a few steps back. That was WebSnarf's tactical error that he was mentioning, and I added the moral error in that it's like erasing part of all of our history. It's something we just shouldn't be lax about. We shouldn't become comfortable with that ever. And I understand you were trying to make a huge point with that. I mean, it is a substantial thing to burn a book, to burn any book. That is a huge, momentous thing. It's not to be taken lightly. I think that it shouldn't be done at all. I think we should be better than that. And I'm not going to tell you that you can't burn your own book, and that's silly. But I'm saying that, you know, I'm picturing bonfires, like big bonfires in the middle of towns, like people throwing Bibles in it. Actually, I think they did similar things during the Stalinist era when they officially outlawed religion. I think they did do similar things. Burning Torahs and burning Bibles, I think, was done in the streets. it's just a mob mentality that I think we have to distance ourselves away from. We're perceived as being just as bad as the fundamentalists, and this is just going to confirm that suspicion of burning Bible. I think we're better than it, and I don't think we have to succumb to something so provocative for the sake of being provocative. I think we can encourage people to question their beliefs in a much more peaceful and constructive way, and ultimately more effective way. But I'm not going to tell you you can't burn your own book. That's that's up to you. But I think that as indicative of the reaction that you got from the rest of us, that most of us are against burning any book for any reason. That it's just one step too far. I don't want to sound constrained like that, but it's just one of those things that it just feels wrong. I'm trying to rationalize an emotional response. I see books burning and it hurts me inside. I don't even care what's written in it. I guess I can't ignore the emotional part of myself. But yeah, books burning invokes an emotional response in me. I do not want to be a part of it. I don't think anybody should be a part of it. That's why I said that it's a moral error. I mean, it made me feel bad. I didn't like feeling like that. It like these people lack a belief in the same way that I do, and they want to do something that I hate. What is going on here? It's like, do I want to identify myself with them? People are going to hate me. I say I'm an atheist in public. People are going to hate me. They're going to think I'm a Bible-burning bastard. Now I just get disgust, and I can handle the disgust. I can shrug that off. But active hate? No. So that's why I said what I said. Don't take down your video. I mean, that's freedom of speech. You burn your own book, go ahead and buy a bunch more Bibles and, just use them as toilet paper if you want. I wouldn't be very cost effective. I don't think it would work very well. But, if you were, I mean, you mentioned before how traumatized you were in your childhood by your very religious grandmother. And if you've got something where you've got to destroy this thing to make yourself feel better, you said that it did make you feel good, then, by all means, go ahead. But to have groups of people burning books and bonfires, I would hate to see that. It would, not only would it would disgust me, but it would instill I can't even describe the wretched emotions that I would feel at seeing such a sight, especially for something that I believe in for something I believe in so deeply. For people to behave in the mob mentality that I want to distance myself away from, it just makes me upset. So that's why I said it was a moral error. I don't want you to take it personally. That's just how I feel. I mean, I can't really help that. I'm a slave to my emotions.